Hey everyone, it's Ryan with This Smart House, and today we're going to do a little bit different of a video. As you can tell, I'm in my basement, and it may look a little different. We're in the process of actually getting at least the front half of it finished. We decided to take the space and turn it into a play area slash movie room slash man cave, I guess. The funny thing is all of our friends keep calling it a man cave, but in all actuality, my wife was the one that pushed to get this done. So I guess it's a she cave. Whatever. So the main reason I wanted to do a video today was just to show you kind of where we started at. And we're going to be doing a whole series of videos on all the tech that we're putting in here. This is not going to be a build out series because I'm not actually doing the work. We've got a good friend, Doug, that's doing all the build out. He's doing a fantastic job all by himself. So far he's done all the framing, electrical, plumbing, sheetrock. He's doing all that stuff for us. I'm primarily gonna be focusing on the tech that's gonna go down here. And of course, with it being me, there's gonna be a ton of smart tech down here. So this video is just gonna kind of tell you guys what we're doing with the basement and show you all of the smart tech that we're gonna add in as we go along. So first, we're gonna start over here in the kitchen area. I say kitchen, it's really gonna be just a single counter. Now, of course, we're gonna have all IKEA cabinets and things like that, so we won't get into that stuff. But as far as the tech over here, we're going to plan on having a TV mounted right here in the center. Of course, it's gonna be centrally controlled, and I'll talk about the audio visual here at the end. But also, we're planning on putting in some open beam shelving that'll have embedded LEDs. Now, because it's me, those LEDs are gonna be driven off of a WLED setup. So we're gonna have waterproof up and down LEDs that can be controlled and managed using WLED. So we can customize the lighting patterns and customize the different light outputs as we want for different environments. So over here we have the stairs to the first floor. Now you may wonder, why do we care about the stairs? Well, going along the same theme as the rest of down here, of course, we're gonna be adding smart lights over here. Now, this will allow us to dynamically light the stairwell going up or down and have a variety of different patterns or colors available for movie mode or things like that. So this should be a lot of fun when it's finished. Of course, on the subject of lighting, all of the lights in here are gonna be smart. They're gonna be controlled via smart switches. I don't like using smart bulbs in homes because if one burns out or falls out of sequence, it gets really annoying. So I typically like to rely on having smart switches, and most of mine are Z-Wave. So right next to the kitchen is this blank wall space. Now, we have something very special planned for this. I'm not gonna give too many details because I'm not 100% sure we can pull it off, but if you're a beer aficionado, I think you'll appreciate it once it's finished. So right behind me is the entrance to the rest of the basement, which will go unfinished for the time being. But that's where all of the tech is gonna live. That's where our server is gonna be. That's where all of our AV gear is gonna be. So we'll do a full breakdown of the whole audiovisual setup in here as we get that built out. But right behind me is a little kind of study nook. It's gonna have some wine storage in there. We're also gonna have a TV up on the wall so kids can play Xbox while we're watching the game down here. It'll have a counter and some extra storage down here and make that area very flexible for us. So the part that I'm the most excited about is this. This is gonna be the movie slash gaming area. We plan on having a 4K laser projector up here with a large 120-inch motorized screen that'll be automated in the back. Of course, everything's gonna be tied into Home Assistant. I'm planning on using a video distribution system that's going to transmit all of my video signals over Cat6 to all the different TVs in here so we could send any output to any TV that we want down here. So we could have the big game pulled up on all 3 TVs, or I could have the Xbox pulled up on one and have folks watching on others, or have a different input on each TV. The screen is gonna obviously be motorized and automated, and it'll be tied into the projector. So we can watch anything from any of the major streaming services, the Xbox Series X, or we can pull something off of our Plex server in the back. So this is gonna be really cool when it's done. And of course, I'll have a full breakdown of all the audio visual gear. We're gonna have a full dedicated video talking about the projector, a full video dedicated to the screen, and how we got that all automated and tied in together. We've also set up just in case you want to put a TV under the projector screen for the kids. Of course, this being a smart house, we're gonna have sensors on all the windows. We're gonna have one of the new style millimeter wave presence detection sensors down here, so the lights will stay on when folks are down here. Of course, over here on the windows, we're gonna have motorized shades. Unfortunately, IKEA doesn't have shades big enough to cover these windows, so we're gonna have to go with something else. So if you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. Now, one other last minute item that we decided to add was a Murphy door on this closet over here. Now that closet's gonna have a hidden door behind a bookcase. That's gonna be really neat. I know it's not tech related, but we are gonna be adding some fun logical puzzles to open it using Home Assistant. So stay tuned for the build video on that when we get to that stage. So I plan on releasing these videos periodically along with my rest of my standard content. because this is gonna go relatively fast. I think we're starting on sheetrock actually today, but the different build outs are gonna take a little while. So it may be a few months until our final sum up video. So I'll be doing another one of these videos, but showing off all the tech when it's done. And of course, I'll have links throughout the video to each of the sub projects so you can go in and check them out if that's something you're interested in. So I really appreciate you making it this far through the video. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comments below. Feel free to join the Discord server if you have a question on something or just to tell me I did something completely wrong. So if you're not watching this video right as it came out, in a few months, I'll have a whole series of the basement videos right here. So you can check that playlist. It'll take you through step by step each of the different sections of the smart basement that we're putting together. And of course, as always, if you haven't, subscribe right here so you can keep up to date with all of these videos coming out over the next few months. Thanks again. I'll see you on the next video.